Steve Dettelbach, the director of the ATF, is being brought before the House Judiciary Committee on Wednesday, April 26th at 10 a.m. in the Rayburn House office building. This is Jim Jordan. It's Matt Gaetz. It's Chip Roy. It's Thomas Massie, Dan Bishop, Andy Biggs, and a few others. They're going to get the opportunity to really dig into all of the unconstitutional gun grabs being pushed over at the ATF, and I'm sure the hot topic will be the pistol brace ban, as well as some of the FFL abuses, people losing their FFLs immediately over there because of the policies of the ATF, guys. Let me know again where you're watching from there, guys, down in the comments. Hit that like button, hit the share button, comment down in the comments section. I'm Patrick Parsons with the American Firearms Association. Look, we're right in the midst of this pistol brace period right now where they're offering free just turn in your information to us, and we'll give you a free this and that over at the ATF, guys. But May 31st is the day, right? May 31st is when up to 40 million Americans become criminals overnight if you have a pistol brace. Now, what can the Congress do about it? I'm going to read you all this letter here in just a minute. Well, if I had my preference, we'd abolish the ATF. Work with Congressman Gaetz' office on that on Capitol Hill. But there's also going to be a number of other pieces of legislation introduced by Clyde, this REINS Act on Friday. But when we talk about this issue, Republicans took back control of the Congress. Are we going to get a Republican president in 2025? Are we going to win in 24? We need to plant the flag and set the bar and demand the elimination of this unconstitutional bureaucracy that harasses gun owners, that exists to attack our Second Amendment rights, and at the end of the day, they exist to eliminate our Second Amendment rights, and they're trying to do that with the pistol brace, and they've done it with a million other things over the years, guys, having to ask their permission for all sorts of crap, which, of course, gets to the point of repealing the National Firearms Act of 1934. But there's a lot here to unpack. In addition to the Congress, there's also going to be court cases, which we are involved in all across the country, and going to be involved in some major cases in the coming weeks and months with this pistol brace ban. You remember the bump stock. You remember the bump stock ban, right, guys? I mean, that is one that was litigated in the courts. But what we need to see out of our directly elected representatives is a fight to get rid of this unconstitutional agency. Now, at this hearing, again, you're going to see Dettelbach raked over the coals for a lot of stuff, and I love it, and I support it. But at the end of the day, if we don't get rid of this unconstitutional bureaucracy, and some people will say, well, then the FBI will take over. Well, then, okay, well, then let's go after the FBI then. That's what this weaponization committee is all about, right, guys? To uncover these abuses of our constitutional God-given rights. But if we don't get rid of the ATF, you and I are going to be having the same conversation a decade from now, or 5 years from now, or maybe even worse. Maybe worse than the ATF. And that bill, some of y'all out there are asking, is HR 374 in the comments, guys. You can send an email directly to your congressman. Just put in your information. That email goes directly to your congressman in Washington, D.C. Let them know you want them to support HR 374, the Abolish the ATF Act. Let me read y'all this letter real quick. So here's the letter that was sent to Dettelbach signed by Congressman Jim Jordan, Congressman Thomas Massie. Dear Dettelbach, Director Dettelbach, the Committee on the Judiciary continues to conduct oversight of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. We have written the ATF with several requests for information and documents regarding the agency's efforts to regulate firearms throughout the rulemaking process. We have additional questions for which we write to request testimony from relevant ATF employees. The ATF's lack of transparency comes after the agency issued a final rule banning stabilizing pistol braces, and as the agency continues to shut down lawful businesses through the zero-tolerance policy for federal firearms dealers, FFLs. Just last year, the United States Supreme Court held in West Virginia v. Environmental Protection Agency that under the major questions doctrine, quote, given both separation of powers principles and a practical understanding of legislative intent, the agency must point to clear congressional authorization for the authority it claims. This ruling raises serious doubts about the ATF's ability to regulate pistol braces, absent from a clear mandate from Congress. That's the important point. They have no constitutional authority to regulate our Second Amendment rights. To advance a committee's oversight, we would invite you to testify during a hearing of the committee on Wednesday, April 26 at 10 a.m. This hearing will be an opportunity for the committee to hear directly from you as the head of the agency about the decisions that led the ATF to implement these controversial policies. In addition, this hearing will allow members to learn more about the reversal of years of previous ATF opinions in regulating firearms with pistol braces. They're also calling Daniel Board, the chief of staff of the ATF, to Justin O'Connell, acting assistant director, Megan Bennett, deputy assistant director. Jerry Nadler's on this committee, Cicilline, all these communist Democrats. So there you have it, guys. April 26th in Washington, D.C., the big showdown battle. Steve Dettelbach, the ATF director, if he shows up, he better show up. We'll be there. You'll be there. You'll be watching. But at the end of the day, we can go through all these hearings and this and that. If we don't get rid of the ATF, abolish the ATF, we're going to be back here again in the future, again and again and again. So send your email with a link attached to this video. Join up at the American Firearms Association today at joinafa.org. Joinafa.org. Join today, guys. Become a member of the American Firearms Association. Guys, we love you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your calls, emails, petitions, not just in Washington, D.C., but all over the country, advancing Second Amendment rights. My name is Patrick Parsons with the American Firearms Association. I will talk to you all soon, guys. See you later and have a great day. Bye.